Hey everyone, Bonnie here, and I'm doing a book review for this book called The Magical Herb Compendium, Correspondences, Spells, and Meditations by Aurora. Now, I've read the whole book. It's got a good sized amount of information. I bookmarked it, so I knew this is the introduction and everything. These are the plants themselves, with all the herbs and plants and stuff. And then here is magical recipes like oils, teas, incense blends that you can make. And then after that, there is associations and correspondences. So if you were looking for a specific herb for protection, there's a list of herbs for protection. If you're looking for money, there's a list of herbs. And then at the very end is the bibliography, which I appreciate. I always appreciate a good bibliography. I really enjoyed this book, and my favorite part in all of it is when she writes about the plant. So here's Ivy. She writes about the astrological association, deities, angels, or spirits association, a meditation or a spell that you can use, or a meditation and a spell that you can use. And then she also does anecdotes and folklore and history. So my favorite part was the anecdotes, where she shares how she used these herbs and how they worked for her. And I thought it was really clever, because a lot of people, they don't tell you how it works. They just go, oh, well, this worked, and this is how you should do it. But yeah, she gives a lot of anecdotes with almost every single herb, so it's something that she's worked on. And she's worked with medicine women, and with her own her grandmother was a Native American and taught her herbalism and stuff. And I thought it was really interesting. The only part that I don't like is the fact that there were no pictures. So the flowers and the herbs and the trees are described, but I'm a visual learner, so when I'm trying to picture them in my head, I can't really figure it out unless I have a picture. If I have a picture, I can see it and I'll catalog it. But that was the only downside to it, is there are no pictures. There's descriptions, but there's no pictures. Anyway, do I recommend this book? Absolutely. Especially just for the historic folklore and the anecdotes, so you know what's a good way to use this herb. It also lets you know if there's any deterrent, if it's toxic, if you shouldn't take it when you're pregnant or breastfeeding, if it might give you dermatitis, just things. It corresponds with not only the magical, but the medicinal, which I thought was really cool. And the fact that she gives you a warning, okay, don't use this if you have diabetes. You can't use it internally anyway. So that it's pretty self-explanatory. It's a compendium, and it's got a lovely amount of herbs, and it's not exotic herbs where you have to pay up the ass to try and get, but it's common weeds and flowers and bushes and trees that you can find easily, or I don't know what word I was looking for. Never mind. Just easily. Things you can find easily. But yeah, I give it 4 out of 5. Because the only reason I didn't get a 5 is because it doesn't have any pictures. And I need pictures. So every time I was going through each herb or plant, I had to go on Google, what does this look like? But it gives you also the Latin names for them, as well as nicknames, things that indigenous people call it, or whatever. So anyway, I hope you have a great day, and I hope you pick up this book, because it was actually really decent. And I hope you have a great day. Love you. Brightest blessings.